Hi everyone, my name is Brandon from the York County Parks, and I'm going to be showing you all how to build a cavity nesting bird box today. This bird box would be appropriate for birds like bluebirds, chickadees, and tree swallows, and that is because of the size of the entrance hole, which is about 1.5 inches. So, to get started, you should have in your kit a back piece, 2 side pieces, a front piece with the entrance hole, a roof, and a bottom piece. And you should also have 14 nails. Other than that, all you need is a hammer. So, to get started, the first thing you want to do is take a look at your front piece and some of your other pieces. You may notice that there are pilot holes drilled into each one of your wooden pieces. And you can see here that this side only has 1 pilot hole, while this side has 2. And you will notice that on a lot of your other pieces. This is the door side, meaning that this side of the box will have a door that will be able to open and close so you can monitor your box, unless you hammer it shut. So that's why it's important that you are aware of which sides your door sides are and you line them up properly. And I'll be addressing that as we continue. So once you know that, you can take your 2 side pieces and your front piece, and we're going to attach the front to the sides. So you can line them up like this, making sure that it's even at the bottom. So all the pieces, all 3 pieces should line up evenly at the bottom, at their bottoms rather than the top. So you can start, I'll start with the door side so you have everything lined up. Also, don't worry if it's not perfect. Remember that these boxes are going to be mimicking something natural in nature, and those aren't perfect either. So if everything isn't flush and completely sealed airtight, it's not a big deal. Just get it as close to perfect as you can. So I'm going to start making sure everything's lined up. And you have your first nail placed. So once you have that, you can have the other side out, making sure it's lined up. And place your next 2 nails. As you hammer, it may knock things out of line, so make sure as you're doing it, just keep an eye on it and see if everything is still even. So we have our front piece attached to our side. So you can see on this side, it's not going anywhere. On this side, our door is swinging. All right, so we have our front piece attached to our side pieces. As I said before, you can see that they're all lined up evenly at the bottom. And so this front top piece is sloping down, which will help to divert the rain. All right, so the next step in the process is to add your bottom piece. Now, you may notice that there are some pilot holes on the inside of your bird box, and they are not lined up evenly with the bottom. You want this to be this way. So this is your bottom piece. So we are going to take our bottom piece and we're going to set it in here lined up with your pilot holes. And you can see that this will make a gap about 1/4 inch, and this is so that rain can flow down and out the bottom more easily. So again, just make sure that you place your bottom piece in and they are lined up with the pilot holes. You can even take a pencil and draw a little guideline and then go back and make sure you're lined up, or you can just eyeball it yourself. So make sure it's pressed in there well and lined up. And remember, you do not want to nail into your door side. So again, this is our door side. We want to attach this bottom piece to the front and the non-door side. Otherwise, you will not have a door to be opened. So we have our non-door side nail placed, and now we're hammering in the nail that will attach it to the front. So we now have our bottom piece attached here on the side and on the front, and our door is still swinging. So now we're going to attach our back piece to what we have built already. So again, you will see that on your back piece, you have pilot holes. And on this side, there's only one pilot hole, while there are multiple on the other side. So this is your door side. So we're going to line it up like this. And that is how it should look once it's attached. You will notice that there's a cut line on your back piece, so you want the bottom of the bird box to be lined up with that cut piece so it will hang down. So we're going to put it on its face like this. We have our door side lined up, and we have it lined up so that the cut line matches the bottom of the box. So your door side might come out a little bit, so just keep that pressed in with your fingers, and you can begin to attach it. All right, so we have our door side attached. And now we're going to add 1, 2, and 3 nails on the other side. So our back is attached. You can see that I'm not quite even, but that's okay. And our door is still swinging open and shut. All right, so our last step is adding the roof. So you will notice that your roof piece, one of them will be at a slight angle. So this should be cut so that it fits pretty well up against the back portion. And again, you will see that you have your door side with 1 pilot hole and your non-door side with 3. So we're going to attach this one to the front piece of your bird box and not the side piece. So you want to find preferably an edge of a table. So you're setting it flat like this so the back is hanging down. And then you can start with your door side, single nail going down into the front of your bird box. And then you can add your final 3 nails on the opposite side. actually, I forgot one nail that will be added from the back piece onto the roof as well. That's actually our last nail. So you can lay it down like this on its face, place your last nail, and this will attach the back to the roof piece that you just put on and make it a little bit more air and watertight. And there you have it, a fully complete cavity nesting bird box, complete with a door that will swing open and shut for monitoring in the future. All right, a few last things to know about your birdhouse. To learn more about how to place your bird box and then how to monitor it once you have it placed, you can go to nestwatch.org. That is what the backs, these two parts here hanging, is to mount it to some sort of post that you may have. And lastly, one other thing that you can do, optional, for your bird box is securing this door. As you can see, it's pretty firm, but if you want to secure it more, you can take a finishing nail and you can hammer it into the side that your door is on, right here, and then you can bend it over. Or you can take a screw and drill it into this pilot hole here to keep it totally sealed, and it can just be removed at a later time. So, just to see the finishing nail, take it onto your front piece on the door side. Hammer it in halfway, and then you can use your hammer to bend it and create a latch. So then that will keep it shut, it's not going anywhere, and you can very easily swing it and open it.